There we go. Alright. It's going. Okay.
Terrifying.
Where did I put that? Oh, there we go.
All right, you all set up on your side?
Yep, sorry, yeah, I'm all done.
All right. So, you guys have lived around, a liminal village, the animal people of the land, and there's a small conclave of elven, worshippers in the area. They were from here from before the town was properly settled. They kind of just enjoy the location, and when the Liminals came here and weren't a war-causing race, they were happy with the whole the arrangement. All right. So, you're sitting in the middle of a valley. There's a river running down between the mountains, which you guys use as a, thing to push your water wheels, and also run a small, millstone for the town use.
All right.
Down south, a good couple days, sometimes a week's worth of travel, is the city of Savannah Warren. It's where the king of your region is, settled.
Okay.
Most of the liminals here originally moved from there, or were born there and came here because they wanted to get away from the city.
All right.
Up north, heading deeper into the mountains along the coastline, you guys are south of the town of Winchester, which is basically Winchester, but I don't know, the name generator went with an E. Winchester is a sin-bound city. Mostly built there for the heavy mining industry and, lot of gun industry. They ship out their weapons every couple of years, and they do pretty well for themselves. They're known for their horrific winters, which actually seal them in for a couple of months at a time.
I'm sorry, what were the Sinbound again?
The Sinbound are basically pretty much baseline humans, except they all get saddled with what look like birthmarks that are in the shape of hands. When they get too uppity, the hands start, messing with them.
Okay.
So if you do evil, the hands let you know that, hey, your ancestor spirits aren't happy with that.
Oh, that's cool. Huh.
All right. Out to the east Out to the east is the bay. The bay is very wide and it draws in a decent amount of fish, which is what your town's been surviving off since the forest fire. Out past the bay, heading towards the oceanic shelf, is the underwater town of Boreal Reef. It's a nice place. Lots of good stuff going on there. Hardly anyone from your town can visit because drinking water is, a premium.
Yeah.
You head out west. You can see from your vantage point that all the forest has been burnt out for miles and miles. Way out, almost at the edge of the vision, if you were standing on top of the mountain, on the horizon, you can see a large gash in the land. Adventurers have taken to calling it the clavicle. Apparently, one of the Kogaran gods accidentally, caused a major disaster out in this region, which has also brought up a pain, something aggravating in the form of all the Fae that lived in this forest initially. All right, so there you go. We got most of the physical locations set up.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
So how do you two know each other? We just assume you guys know each other from in town, or what?
Yeah, probably would meet in town, right? If it's pretty,
Only 600 people.
I suppose it has something to do with maybe what we do for a living as well, and our relatives. I don't know.
so,
All right.
so you said oh, sorry, go ahead.
Raised by a person who cared about the forest. You
Yeah.
might have picked up some stuff from her.
So you said the forest was close to that town as well? The burned down forest?
Yep. You guys are basically on the edge of a burnt out forest. The only reason the town didn't get hit was because the town worked on saving it.
Oh, okay.
What do I look? Or what do I see if I look south?
To the south, you can see that the mountains slowly start thinning out to foothills. If you continue if you continue down that road for a couple days, you would eventually start seeing signs of population and grazing.
Okay.
And what? And sorry, what was the city? There's Winchester. Shoot.
Winchester is to the northeast, up in the mountains.
And Lauren. Is that? Did you say Lauren? Is that a city?
No, to the south, the city is Savannah Warden.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you guys generally make your living by fighting off the Fae and trying, help around town with odd jobs. Basically, every now and then we'll do time skips where it jumps forward a couple of weeks, and that will be when you guys are just getting by on odd jobs to survive.
Okay.
Well, survive in the case of Damon. You could just go sit in the forest if you wanted to, Ethan.
I suppose.
You
'Cause
have
my
to
character
eat?
doesn't really have to eat. Yeah, no, he doesn't.
He's an obsidian monster. He does not need much.
But he
Yeah.
gets sad if he doesn't eat. right?
Wait, can he eat? Can I make it canon that he likes to eat things?
He wishes he could.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What do we kill for a living? Or what do you say we
Fairies.
do for a living?
You guys generally, keep the children in town safe from the Fae that come around trying to, borrow them for resources.
Okay, that's creepy.
Yeah.
But all right.
What are the? Can you remind me what the Fae are again?
The Fae are fairies, basically any kind of strange spirit that you can find in mythology. There's going to be a fairy equivalent. So there's fairies bound to waterways. There's fairies that are bound to trees. And there's fairies who aren't bound to anything and just run around on the breeze, stuff like that.
And
Okay.
These ones are kind of evil.
Yes, you guys have to deal with the Unseelie Court. The Unseelie, as far as you know, are bodiless monsters who use illusions to steal people.
Okay.
Are there some good fairies as well?
To your city, the summer fairies are viewed as good fairies.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
So the Fae
summer,
is both of those.
well, boss,
Oh, sorry. Does the Fae comprise both of those? Both the summer and the Unseelie?
the Fae actually have 6, subsets. So you guys only have 2 living nearby.
Okay.
As far as your town is concerned, Vondnir is the fairy that, keeps you guys mostly safe from the silliness of the Unseelie Court.
What was that name again? Sorry. I'm just gonna write it down.
Vodnir? Vidimir? But I had these all sounded out and written. I forgot to put down the pronunciation I thought was nicest.
Okay. Vodnir?
Yes.
Can you put it in the chat?
Okay, I'm gonna make up how it's spelled.
That would probably be the best because I know I'm pronouncing it wrong now that I've said it out loud. I'm old and dying.
Oh, Vidonir?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I spelled it completely different. Vidon.
But he's like a guide, or he like, what does he do again?
Vidimir is the leader of the Summer Fae around here. So he looks like the most regal kind of elf you could imagine, and then a little bit more. He's trailed by, what clothes that look a little bit like gauze, maybe tulle, but it's soft like gossamer.
All right.
He generally has a different look every time people go to visit him, except for his iconic horns. They go forward and suddenly veer upwards. So think like Loki's helmet almost.
Okay. Nice.
All right, he has been keeping the Unseelie in line because he's just a dangerous person to them.
That's good.
All right.
Glad we're not the only ones.
Your town leadership is under the Turner family, and the matriarch of the mayor of the town is Rena. Rena Turner. There you go. There's your some basic name.
Oh, look at those.
She's only been able to, handle this town for as long as she has because she has, a small amount of clerical training, and she uses it to, keep her family safe, and she also, tries to help the town when she gets enough resources.
Okay.
She's the one who's probably tended you guys when you guys did something too stupid and almost died.
All right. That seems logical.
Yes. Rena has a lot of family members. All of them are, major parts of the hierarchy here. So, like, the person in charge of the guild outlet building, Dobbit, is one of her kids. Her husband, is a traveler out and about who has a name that is just a mouthful. Let me hear you guys pronounce this because my brain refuses.
All right. Anumul?
Yes.
Anumul. Oh my goodness. Okay.
He is the father, and he travels between the cities trying to, generate favorable, favorable contracts.
Okay.
All right. Other people in town that you might know are... Where's that good name generator? Other people around the town that you might know generally go by nicknames because their chosen names, the given names by their family are, just old family members, and they don't want to get mixed up between generations.
Okay. Makes
So
sense.
you got a shit ton of Samuels and stuff like that, and Lou's.
All right.
So everyone goes by nicknames around here. And due to the fact that your town isn't all completely podunk people, you get some weird names. So you get people like Stretch or Hallucination. Stuff like that.
Nice. I assume that's where the name generator comes in a little bit.
Yeah, that's the only way I could justify it, is by making everyone go by nicknames and having the same bloody family names.
Perfect. Okay.
I wish I spent more time on this. Those ones are viable. I'll keep those. Perfect.
All right.
These are some ridiculous names. It's super hard to find good ones. Unless you guys want to deal with a person named Trader or Pseudo.
I'd be fine with that. Those aren't like terrible names.
They're so silly.
They
I
are
guess.
a little bit.
Alright, so everyone in this town, just generally for my fun of it, has class levels. They're about the same power level as you currently, but you're going to level up and stuff, so you're going to eventually outcrop them.
Oh, so they won't level up with us, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I generally will give them like a neat gimmick or two, but you're not gonna have to worry about them like suddenly up and murdering you.
Okay, that's cool.
Hilarious.
So they have like a little bit of personality.
Yes.
That's
That'd
cool.
be an accurate way of saying it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right. Your first adventure today, we're going to just do something nice and simple so we can get a run through on the basic rules. All right, you guys have a very much distraught father run into your borrowed house, Ethan.
Okay.
He's like, the children, are saying one of the kids got taken by a red cap. What's your name, Damon? What's your character's name?
Gunman.
Gunman. You know from your training that a red cap is just a basic fairy, basically like an even smaller goblin. Goblin.
Okay.
They're really unruly and they're quite liable to murder if pushed. So you know
Goodness.
they're dangerous.
Okay.
All right. So you guys can choose to take this on, or we can wait for this to all blow over.
I think I want to take it on probably. So the guy just ran into our house and was like, "Hey, can you help us find our kid?"
And save the children? Yes.
Okay.
All
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
right. You guys followed the distraught father out to the southwest side of town. Up on the side of the mountain where some of the trees are still intact, you can see parents have gathered in a line near the edge of the forest and are searching. All right. So, Damon, this might be a good point for you to try to use your track feat. It's based off your survival, so we're going to just have you roll that and add 7 to it. So roll a d20.
It's the very first dice roll.
18.
18. Is that what you said?
Yep.
All right. So you're able to quickly find signs of a struggle. The redcaps are trying to drag somebody larger than them. All right. So you guys follow the trail, and quickly, in about 20 minutes, you're able to find where the redcaps have gathered. You see, there's about 4 in the clearing, and you can see 2 small children who are currently, trying to cry, but only can do so much with the creepers and ivy over their faces. You can see that the redcaps have some sort of magic over the berry plants.
Okay.
So should we attack?
I feel like we
You
should.
could do that, or you can observe. Either works.
Can we see how many red caps there are?
Your initial view suggests there's 4, but you can always look closer.
Okay.
Let's observe, huh? Does that mean we just look closer, or what?
Probably
Yeah,
perception.
you would hang back, and you would have time to, just like make dice rolls and decide on a course of action before charging in. Now, Damon, something to remember is that you do have your owl, and your owl is better at noticing things.
Oh,
than
that's
you.
a good idea.
Okay, so yeah, I'll have my owl swoop in.
Send the owl in.
All right. You stick your owl on them. It flies over and, up into a high point amongst the clearings. None of them pay it any mind. It's just another stupid bird.
Nice.
Roll a d20.
Okay. 6.
All right. 6 plus 8 is 14. 6 plus 6, so 12. Your owl is, notes a few more than you probably expect. It uses one of its spells, message, to give you the inclination that there's more of them than it appears.
Nothing
So
more
you
than.
know there's more than just the initial 4 now.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe there's some hiding then in there.
Possibly. All right. You can see that there seems to be something going on. The redcaps gather. You can see there's actually a total of 7. Because if you had moved in right there to fight, I would have totally ambushed you.
Okay. I'm glad we didn't just run in.
Should we set a trap?
You could. You certainly have time. No one's doing anything. How would you want to do this?
That's. Jeez.
Are they all clustered together?
Pretty much, yeah.
So maybe a swinging log trap, or maybe we could surround the premise with like bear traps or something, and
Yeah, you could certainly do that, but I would expect you to try to move silently.
What if I was to create a distraction while he did that? Or no, I suppose that wouldn't really affect it.
It would, in the fact that they wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah. I won't do that though.
But you're hoping.
Okay.
All right.
So what are we thinking, Damon?
That's something we should reconfigure on your sheet, Damon.
Is all
You
those
think you know some stealth?
What's that?
Do you think your character would know how to be stealthy a little bit?
I would think so, yeah. Because it's always out in the woods and stuff.
All right.
And
One
to hunt
thing-
characters wouldn't you have to be?
Yeah, I can move skill points around for you. If there's some skill that you feel you might not use as much, we can take a point or two from it and move it down to hide and move silently.
Okay.
I have a few on move silently.
Yeah. So all your skills are maxed out at 4. So we could take 2 off of 2 and move them into move silently and hide. Is that something you would like to do?
Sorry, say that again.
All your skills are when I did your paperwork, were maxed out. They had 4 skill points in each, and the additional +3 or +1 you're seeing are from your stats up above. So survival looks like it's running off of your where is it? Oh, it's running off your racial ability and your wisdom.
All right. Did all my skills look good when you checked them out?
Yeah, I didn't see any problems with yours.
Okay, cool. So I do have the +4 to move silently then.
You could have Ethan try to set up your traps for you there, Damon.
I would probably be less effective at it though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, that's up to Damon if he wants to make it easy for you or not.
Is he kind of like a brute? Like he's a little big, isn't he?
I think 7
You can
feet
pick
tall is
up-
what I said, so
You can alter your appearance down to 6
yeah.
feet.
I should do that. I'm trying to think. So
He's a
how
big
tall
boy.
are the red caps? Much too small?
Red caps are 2 feet tall.
Oh, dang. Okay. So that wouldn't work. I'll just change myself to a normal human, just 6 feet tall.
All right. So Ethan still towers, but he's not as tall.
Just a little less.
Wait, so Ethan can change into things?
It's my mask.
It's not an actual physical change. It's just an illusion.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't you change into something smaller and sneak up?
It has to be 1 foot within my height. That's the one thing about it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
It's my legacy item.
Yeah, Jordan, let's just go ahead and move around some things so I can sneak in there, huh?
Okay.
I just don't.
So I'm going to plop probably 2 off of used rope. And I think that might be enough with your dexterity. We'll give you a +4 to each. So hide is now a +5. Move silently is +5.
I thought you said max was +4.
It is what I would, like I said,
Oh, you're just kind of.
When I did his skill points, I'll post them up on the chat real fast.
Alright.
So at level 1, the max you can have in a skill is 4 ranks. But right here, the skills that are being shown,
Oh, goodness.
those are also assumed to have his racial modifiers and his ability modifiers. So as a liminal, he gets a +2 to survival, handle animal, and knowledge nature.
Man. Okay, that's pretty good. He doesn't get any in stealth, though?
No, but he's got great dexterity, which means that when he has 1 rank and move silently and hide, with his +4 from dexterity, that still makes it a +5.
Wow, okay. So still
So
probably
these are that one
would be better for
sheet.
him to go in. He's got just a little bit better than me then. which is kind of funny. But
All right, so Damon, if you want to roll 2d20s and tell me each, and I'll roll for the goblins. Red caps. Red caps.
Okay. Got an 8 and a 12 natural.
All right.
What do I add?
You add the +5, so you're going to be getting a 13 and a 17.
Okay.
So, you're able to quickly move around the perimeter of their, little area. You are able to designate what kind of traps you want to set down there, Damon.
I'll just hide in this bush over here.
Ethan lies low.
What would be most effective against these creatures?
Bear traps would probably catch them about midway up their body. They would probably do significant damage.
Oof. Okay.
Do I want to kill them or just?
They're fairies. You're used to driving them off. Killing them doesn't happen too often because the fairies are innately tough.
They're just tricky.
What is the pool of fear?
The what?
The pool of fear?
You can't cast spells yet that you can do that.
Oh, that's right.
That seems weird.
Yeah, the magic traps need to. You actually have to be able to cast the spell required.
What do you think, Ethan? The bear trap or there's a bear trap, a snare trap, a swinging log trap, an arrow trap.
I think the falling log would be appropriate since there's so many of them.
Okay.
That's me in character. I'm gonna try and do that.
Would that get him? Would that get him, Jordan?
You're setting up the trap right now. You'd still have to lead them to it.
Oh. Okay. Do you think the log would be better or the bear?
That's up to you, man. They're both pretty viable.
Okay.
The logs can hit a full 5-foot square, and the bear traps can only hit one at a time. But the setting of a log trap might be noticeable.
Oh, like you might have to do another. Never mind.
Setting up traps, he has to roll a 13 or higher to make it, viable.
Oh, okay.
What if I? So I'll have to set like 7 bear traps to get them all.
Mm-hmm. I would let that be on one roll since it's the same kind of trap.
So it just has to get above 13 naturally, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, for both of them.
So that's gonna be kind of tricky either way then.
Okay, yeah. I'll try the log. Let's see.
All right. Give it a roll.
Ah, no. 8.
Oof.
All right. Now this is where we're running into a fun thing that's called out of character knowledge. Your character doesn't know he's messed up. Only you do.
Okay.
So we try to avoid using out of character knowledge to influence our character.
Okay.
So one thing that I can suggest in this situation is maybe your character always overdoes it on traps because sometimes they don't always all work.
Always rechecks himself.
Yeah.
He thinks it's gonna work.
He thinks the log trap's probably going to work, but maybe he thinks that bear traps would help with stragglers.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
I'll set up a.
And he has the materials to use both?
He carries around plenty of rope, and he probably has the bear traps just in his backpack, pinned down with like a blanket or something, so they don't make too much noise.
Sweet.
Okay,
That's
I'll lay down a few of those.
All right, give it a roll.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, Damon, goes through and makes his preparations on the other side of the camp, setting up what he can. All right. been about 2 minutes. They still haven't noticed you. You can see that they're gibbering to one another, basically dancing around with, small makeshift knives.
Hmm.
One of them takes charge and smacks the others. They seem to calm down, and he takes on a solemn tone as he starts, gibbering at them. Rather funny to watch if they weren't dangerous.
Yeah. How are the kids in the vines doing? Are they like getting eaten or?
The kids are just sort of freaked out, eyes wide,
okay.
crying. They haven't done anything except try to kick free every now and then.
Did they see Damon? Gundmund?
That is a good question. I did not roll for them. Let me roll for the children. One rolled a 1, so no.
Okay,
The other
yeah,
one
for sure.
rolled 19, so yes. One of the children has noticed you but doesn't know what to do.
Okay. Huh.
Maybe I could throw like a smoke bomb and we could try to grab the children.
You have smoke bombs? Jeez.
Is there smoke bombs, Jordan?
That's a reasonable sort of trap, yeah. I would allow it.
So I think what I should do is throw a smoke bomb and then you could sweep in and help me grab them.
Me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Do you think that's good?
That seems like a fantastic idea.
Okay.
Alright. So the trap you're going to be building, its only trigger is that it needs to be, thrown. So I'm going to need you to make 2 thrown attacks. Or, 2 trap rolls. Either, Damon.
Okay. Do I need to add anything to these?
What, sir?
Do I need to add anything to these?
Adding +5 from your craft.
Well, so while
I
he's
got-
doing that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
20 and 17.
Alright. With the 17, you throw 2 of your smoke bombs. One of them smacks to the ground and doesn't go off, which is why you threw 2. The second one goes off, the camp starts billowing.
Ooh, perfect.
It's not as much smoke as you would like, but it's more than enough to cover your entrance into the camp if you're so inclined.
Is it like one of those little ones you get at the fireworks stands?
A little better than that.
Oh, okay. Alright, so they're sufficiently freaked out? Are they running around?
The red caps do make a point of caterwauling around. None of them charge directly into the smoke, thinking their food is, been disposed of, sadly. The one that seems to take charge consistently smacks him in the back of the head and tells him to run into the mist. Alright, what do?
Okay, so I said I was gonna go after him. So, on my thing, it said to prepare maneuvers, I had to do it for I had to do yoga or something for 5 minutes.
That's assumed that you do it at the start of the day, after you wake up.
Okay.
Because your character generally has a better lifestyle than, an actual player.
So we're saying that I did?
Yes.
So...
It's easier to assume that you do it every day because otherwise I would be probably too nitpicky.
Okay, so I readied 3, so I'm gonna have Bloodforged Claws, Shed Fist, and let's do Sudden Leap already.
Alright. Sounds like a plan. So what do you want to do?
I'm
Damon
not sure.
has just set traps on the other side of the
Okay.
clearing from you. And he's just throwing smoke bombs in to, give the area some cover.
But they still haven't seen us.
No. They have
Okay.
a general clue where the smoke bombs are thrown from, but that doesn't mean much if they can't see.
Okay.
Maybe we could lure the enemies towards the traps somehow, and one of us could try to get the kids.
Okay. So are the traps kind of in front of where I'm hiding?
Yes, they were on the opposite
Oh,
side
okay.
of the clearing.
Let's see. What if I just attempted to whistle at them? Just get them over in my direction.
That would draw their attention towards you and not push them towards the traps.
Oh, okay.
I think you should go get the children and I'll distract them.
Okay, I'm gonna use sudden leap then. So I'm just gonna kind of jump over to the children. That works, right?
Alright.
Is that good?
20? Yeah, roll a d20.
Oh, okay.
You're going to need to roll that jump check. You have a
Oof.
plus 5
Okay,
to it.
I got a 4, or I guess 9 with the plus.
Alright. Let me pull that open real quick. Jumping is one of the most ridiculous sort of things in D&D just because of the sheer amount of nitty-gritty they got into. Alright. You rolled a 9?
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 4, but plus the plus 5 you said.
Alright. So you were able to throw yourself in about, from the edge of the clearing, 5 feet into the clearing, that much closer to the children.
Okay.
Your sudden entrance has,
Oh, no.
lightly startled the red caps.
Okay, so I'm sufficiently seen.
Yes.
Okay, so... Well, that's not good.
Did you get all of any of them? Did you get any of them?
No, I just got a little bit closer and I gave away my position. Because I rolled
shoot.
bad. Alright, so... Wait, what did it say? 3 maneuvers... So can I use that maneuver again? Wait.
No, when you use a maneuver, it's expended until you recover it again.
Oh, okay. So I have to do that. Oh, the whole process. So I'm just gonna kind of try and run in then.
All right.
Just kind of sprint to the spot where they are.
Yes, sir. You jump through the edge of the clearing and bolt towards the children, where you last saw them in the mist.
Okay.
All right. You find the children amongst the smoke. You
Perfect.
also can hear a red cap nearby coughing, and I mean really nearby. The smoke's thick enough that you don't see it though.
Oh crap. So he doesn't see me yet, or they all saw me and then I just kind of jumped out of the
They
way?
all saw you, but now you're in the middle of the smoke and they can't see you specifically. They have a
Okay.
rough idea where you are.
Oh, and I guess I'm still that human too. That would have looked weird, me jumping in. Okay. I'm just gonna attempt to pull them free of the vines, both of them.
All right.
Does that require any checks, or?
That's going to require a strength check, but you have a good strength, so give it a roll.
Okay. 19 natural.
All right. You get in there, take a proper lifting position, and rip the children up from the ground.
Okay.
The vines and some of the accumulated dirt come with. The children muffled, scream in a muffled sort of fashion.
It's gonna be okay.
All right.
Can I cover fire or something?
Yes, you certainly can.
Because I have a bow and arrow, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I would love to get some help in here.
Would it help my aim if I climbed up in a tree or something, or are there trees around?
Ooh.
Yes, if you have the high ground, you get a +1 to hit.
Can I do that in one maneuver? Can I climb the tree and then start shooting?
Yes. We can assume you were up in the tree setting up the log trap.
Okay.
All
Convenient.
right. So, from your vantage point up in the tree above your own trap, you pull out your bow and you notch an arrow. All right.
I wave at him.
He can barely see anything.
Oh, darn, I forgot. Okay.
All right, Damon. Now you're going to be making an attack roll. Attack rolls get probably the most modifiers in the game, and they're aggravating to deal with at times. So, that's a level 1 ranger. You get a +1 to hit. And with 18 dexterity, you receive an additional +4 to hit. So I need you to roll a d20, and we're going to add 5 to it. 6, since you have the high ground also.
Oh, right. Okay. I rolled a 6, so 11.
All right. You fire an arrow from your vantage point. It sails down What did you roll in the dice?
I rolled a 6.
All right. With a +6, that makes it 12.
Oh yeah.
All right. So the target number you're trying to hit is called Armor Class, or known as AC. These guys don't wear armor, but they're small and quick. So you need to roll a 13 or higher to hit them.
Jeez.
Your arrow slams into the ground next to one of the red caps, who then screams something in his little language at the other red caps. All right. They're all sufficiently freaked out.
Perfect.
Your guys' turns are over, so the red caps now make their move. The leader goads more of his followers to charge him in the mist while directing you and himself towards, the direction the arrow came from.
Oh,
Doesn't
shoot.
seem like the smartest move, but that's what he chose.
Okay,
Alright.
so they're all coming at me, kind of?
4 after you, 3 after Damon.
Oh, dang. Okay. And, can I really do anything holding both of the kids?
No, your hands are quite full.
Oh. Okay.
Is there a place you can put them safe? Close
Hmm.
by? Okay.
Let's see. So they see me for sure, right?
No, you're in the middle
Still
of the
okay,
smoke.
still in the smoke. So, I'm gonna attempt to just run out and around them. Just kind of go
Alright.
fast. And back to the bush where I was hiding before.
Alright, well, we'll get to that after their turn.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's all good, boss. Alright, the red caps come charging the mist after you. You can see the little people are, quite endearing in their size and how quaint they are, and to think that they could hurt you. You think that until one shivs you in the back of the leg for 3 damage. It
Okay.
looks like it's stabbing human skin, but it slams into your obsidian, causing a cracking sound as the glassy stone falls away in bits.
3 damage, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Youch.
Alright. Damon, the 3 that are going after you are rolling spot checks. The chief spots you with 17. Gibbers out an order which gives them a +4 to notice. One rolls a 20 and one rolls a 15. So 2 of them know where you are.
Okay.
The 2 charge towards your tree, activating your trap. The log trap doesn't go off, but the bear trap you set underneath it did.
Alright.
What does your bear trap have for its attack bonus? Oh wait, there it is. Come on. Bear traps have a +10 to hit. Alright, yeah, those are enough. Your bear traps rolled 14, so roll damage for them. You know what your damage is on your bear traps?
No.
Alright.
Where is that?
If you find your bear traps, just click it and it will send you to the page with its appropriate stats.
What side are you talking about? I don't think I have it.
This one, let me send it to the group. Alright. So, you get that sweet +10 to hit and you deal 2d6 plus 3 damage. Alright, so if you want to roll that for us.
That's a lot of damage.
I got a 1 and a 15.
Alright. So the one, only catches his leg, but it does shred a horrific amount of it. The little guy goes down, falling unconscious from shock. The second one's not so fortunate. The trap comes up on his midsection, just plopping him in half like a really grisly cartoon.
Okay.
Alright, the chief's dead. The one that didn't see where you were, is like, nah, screw this, and decides to run away into the forest instead. Alright, so that brings it back to your turn, Ethan. What do?
Just wondering, so from those I get 2 charges on my obsidian thing?
They did not die within 5 feet of you. They were outside the cloud 10 feet.
Okay. Alright. And I'm still facing the one that just shot me in the foot?
Stabbed you, yes.
Oh, stabbed me. Okay. All
You're
right.
surrounded by 4 little guys. They're all quite energetic in their attempts to hurt you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna attempt. Or would putting the children down use up like an action?
Yes, sir. You could drop them
Okay.
as a free action, but then they would probably get hurt.
Oh, okay. Maybe I won't do that. Huh. All right. Well, I'm gonna try and just run then. Back to the bush and set them down there.
Alrighty. Also, I'm checking your character sheet, Ethan. You have the feat extra maneuvered ready, so you can have a 4th maneuver pick. If you
Oh.
like.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. I will have charging Minotaur then.
Alrighty. That one might be usable in this situation, actually, too.
Okay. Let me. So if I could just charge into one of them and kind of just push him out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will use charging Minotaur on him. Let's see. What does it say? +2 to hit. -2 to armor class. So I strength check against my enemy.
So roll a d20 and
Okay.
add that +3.
Okay, 16, 19.
All right. Ethan decides to, get out of dodge. You use the great massive weight of your body to throw yourself through the crowd. One poor
Sweet.
little goblin catches your shin in the middle of his body and gets punted out of the way.
Nice.
All right. He pulled a 2 on his strength check, so you can move him up to 15 feet.
Okay.
Punted his little butt.
Okay. I'm gonna basically just kind of kick him to the left of me, or I'll just I'll toss him behind me, so I'm not dealing with him.
All right. So you toss him behind you, Damon. You get to see a red cap fly out of the mist and fly over your bear traps before
Perfect.
it starts screaming. All right. Ethan runs out the other side of the cloud, diving into the underbrush. Damon, it's your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try to shoot the any of them that I can see.
All right. You can take a pot shot of the one that just flew out of the mist. Roll a d20.
So 4 plus 6.
Yep.
If I miss, huh?
Yeah, but in this case, this is another reason why attack rolls are so much fun, or boring, or aggravating. So he's lying prone on the ground after being punted away. So that gives you a +4 to hit since you can't actually move quickly in that lie down position.
Nice.
So you take a pot shot at a downed enemy. Roll damage. You roll a d8.
Okay.
I'm betting that one's dead.
And you have a bow with pretty good pull, strong enough for you to use, and hardly anyone else in town. So you're gonna +3 to damage.
Okay, yeah, I rolled a 3 on the d8.
All right, you deal 8 damage, which would be enough to kill an adult male. All right.
Wow.
So the arrow slams heavily into the little guy, and he gives up as the ghost right quick.
Wow. Yeah, we pummeled that one. Just that one in
but
particular.
If all those guys hit you, Ethan, you probably could have died this turn.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad I got out of there.
All right. Low level D&D, like the first 4 or 5 levels, is fairly hectic, highly lethal, and pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have retrieved the children, and the red caps are sufficiently broken since their leadership has been routed.
Nice.
You guys extradite yourselves from the situation, I take it, or do you want to finish off the stragglers?
I think I'm gonna be done. I'll be done fighting, but that was fun.
All right. Damon, do you want to hang out and pick off stragglers, or what?
Are they running off?
Yeah, they're pretty freaked out by everything right now. Your character. Oh, I forgot. You have a +2 to damage since you're fairies. So you dealt 10 damage to the poor little thing.
Oh, he's even more dead.
Shoot at him.
Alright.
Can I wave at him from the ground now?
Hey, don't forget to remind me that your character hates fairies, because that gets you a +2 to hit and +2 to damage.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Alright. So, the remaining ones try to get out of there, but using his high vantage point and the long reach of his bow, Damon takes down the 3 remaining stragglers, flopping them off. Alright. You recover your ammo and you recover your bear traps and you head back to town while complaining that your log trap didn't work.
Yeah.
Alright. The families are all very happy that you guys were able to be so kind as to save their, loved ones. Alright.
No problem.
In most D&D settings, you'd get money for this. In this one, this town's small enough and everyone knows each other, so everyone expects everyone to do their jobs.
Oh. Okay.
Alright.
So no gold then?
No, but you will get money from your jobs.
Okay. Wait, what's my job?
Well,
Oh, it was just killing fairies.
Grande, yours is pretty much just taking care of the forest. So
Okay.
you use your knowledge nature to, try to grow plants. You're basically a glorified gardener.
Nice. I do have a +3 to that, so I mean, okay.
And you help out with, herd animals in the area and stuff like that.
Cool, cool. What?
Everybody else got jobs too.
Yeah, Damon's pretty much a handyman, and he goes around helping fix people's stuff. So, like, a wagon breaks, he makes a new tire and stuff. New wheel.
Nice. I can just imagine that, like this primordial monkey working on people's carts.
Yes, perfect. So, we're gonna cut forward about, a couple days. Few. So, you guys have, been in town and you've been hearing the rumors that people have been going missing at night. Problematic since everybody knows everybody.
So it's like people we know have been missing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We've come up missing lately. In the last, 2 to 3 days since that red cap, kidnapping.
Okay.
You don't know if the situations are connected, but there definitely is. There's a situation.
I feel like we may have sent a message.
Yeah.
So I assume we're at our houses now? From that time?
Your house is your old mentor's house, so it's out furthest west in town.
Okay.
You're
Cool.
right on the edge of the forest, so you can react quickly.
Alright, and I recovered all hit points, right?
Yep, it's been about 3 days, so wait. So, your character doesn't heal naturally, so it's actually good for you that Damon has the craft skill since he can repair you.
Oh. Okay.
So, Damon, basically, now here's another rule we're running into that gets used a lot for downtime. It's called taking 10. To not slow down the game, we just assume that you did average on your job. So, like, you're rolling 15s for your craft check to heal Ethan. So it's going to take you like 12 hours of total work to get his glassy stone form to, not be as broken up.
Okay.
I don't you did it. I don't know what you do to fix him. You can flavor it however you want. I've had players do all sorts of weird things.
Okay.
I had one friend who decided his Warforge was just, made of mangled pieces of metal that he just crudely welded onto himself.
There you go.
I had another who played a crystal one who did that Japanese thing where you fix brakes by pouring gold in there and just letting it cook it on. Stick it together that way.
Ooh.
And that could be cool as heck for your character because eventually you would have just gold emblazoned everywhere from your damage.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's pour some gold in there.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I did recover hit points, or does he get to
Yes.
So I got my max.
So
Okay.
damage on you actually, repairs your 3 HP.
Sweet.
This is the specific thing I'm thinking of. It's a Japanese method of repairing broken things.
Oh, I've heard of this.
It's quite delightful.
Yeah, it looks really cool. All right.
That's basically what we can assume your legs look like, since most of the fairies are short.
All right. Okay. Trying to
All
think.
right.
What should we do?
People have been going missing on the edge of town. You
Right.
guys can roll knowledge nature checks to try to figure out what kind of fairy it is.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. I have a +3 in knowledge nature. I got 14.
All right. So you're able to, figure out that it's definitely an unseelie fairy. Because
Okay.
the summer fairy are pretty straightforward in their hunting methods, like riding into town on, phantasmal beasts that they conquered.
All right.
Would we ever suspect that it would be a summer fairy?
You would rarely. You always. Damon, your character's probably always suspicious of all fairies.
Okay.
Just because having that much, having it as a class feature that you hate them, that's kind of a big thing.
All right.
Probably always like the damn fairies.
Okay, so
No.
we know it's the unseelie, but we don't know where they came from, right? Or where they're heading.
Yeah, you don't know their method, and you don't know where it happened, and I mean, you don't know exactly how it. I'll figure out how to talk eventually.
So Damon, you have that track ability, maybe?
Yeah,
That
that's
would work.
definitely one route to take.
Yeah. I mean, do I just wander around and look for signs?
Yeah, you're going to roll a d20, and you're going to be looking for signs near the houses that the people lived at.
Okay.
All right, so Damon decides to put his training to use, and he goes hunting around for signs.
All right.
All right, so Damon, as you're out, carousing around looking for where they might have gone, roll a d20.
Or what I could do is I could do a shape like this, or a bunch
You
of
just
changes
got out?
anyway. I could do random.
Are you guys there?
I'm here.
Does that mean random?
Did we lose Damon?
I think we lost Damon.
Hello?
Oh,
Okay,
hey.
there you go.
Okay.
We thought we lost.
Can you see me?
Uh,
I rolled
Oh, you're back. What did you roll on your d20?
a 2.
All right.
ooh.
So, whatever fairy was doing this left very little sign of how, of their victims. You're not
Tricky.
able to find anything offhand in the first couple
Nothing,
the
huh?
first hour of looking around.
Okay. Is there like a local, like a tavern or something, or some place we could go to try and get information on that?
Oh, definitely. So, let's see here. What's the least overblown name amongst these?
I think I'm gonna work on this tonight because I don't have a good vision or plan of what I want to do.
All right. These are all hella overblown.
The Green Dragon.
Never. All right. So, I guess we're going with the bar is called the Mild Claw.
That's not too bad. Yeah. All
All right. Mild Claw's main purveyor is his nickname in town is Slice.
All right.
He's a bigger gentleman. He looks like he mostly takes after a porcupine. He keeps his quills trimmed and he looks right presentable.
All right. Wait, so he's a liminal?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So my character wants to ask him if he's heard anything about the abductions or seen anything or knows anything at all.
All right. So you go in there and talk to Slice. So he's like, yeah, they're regulars. The nights that they went missing, they showed up here. But afterwards, none of us saw where they went. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, they might not have gone missing near their houses at all.
That makes it
Where do you
trickier.
think we're missing it?
Well, you guys are currently on the northern side of the town. He suggests that maybe, just maybe, they might have, gone up north into the mountains. 'Cause that's the closest geographical thing around here.
Can I check for footprints maybe outside the tavern? See if, well, no, that'd be too worn down because of foot traffic, though, wouldn't it?
It would certainly be difficult, but it could be doable.
Okay.
What time did they leave?
All right. He says most people around here leave around, a bit after nightfall, so probably around 8. Because
Okay.
the lighting for the city, your town, is rudimentary at best.
What kind of buildings are on the northern edge of the town?
Northern edge of the town,
Yeah.
mostly like guards' quarters. Not guards' quarters. It's a small town. It's residential in most places you go.
Okay. Ethan, do you think we should go talk to the people over in that area and see if they've heard anything?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
All right. So, you guys take your clue and you head out to the north side of town.
Okay. Alright, so are there just specific houses or are there any other taverns?
Well, you go around to the northern side of the town and you look up people you know.
Sorry, that's
So guys like Nemo and Cypher and Leopold. It's
Okay.
all sorts of random names.
That
Random
Leopold.
names
to
and
complete.
NPCs.
Okay.
Let's go see if they're Oma.
Yeah, let's go to Leopold's house.
All right. Leopold is a large sheep. He does not have horns. He is rather distraught about that since every male in his family's had horns.
Okay.
But he says, well, as far as I can remember, when those couple guys went missing, I distinctly remember having a qualm with my neighbor since she was singing. Found out she wasn't singing, and somebody else was singing. We couldn't find it, and I'm still right peeved about it.
That seems very confusing.
Why would that seem confusing? Somebody done beat singing around here and just causing me no reason for all the stress they're giving me.
So you said this was coming from the house next to yours.
Yes, as far as I heard.
Okay.
Do they sing often?
What?
Do they sing often, your neighbors?
No, as far as I can reckon, I have never actually heard them singing.
You don't know who it is?
Next door, that's just Kiernick. She doesn't cause no issues. I just thought she was singing way too loud.
Okay. Should we go check it out?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
All right, we head over to Kiernick's house. See, it's a small abode. Looks like it probably has the whole family in there. Probably about 4 people. All right. Kiernick hears Leo Wall all caterwauling around, and she comes out. Kiernick's like, "You spreading fibs about me again, you little bastard?" Leo Wall says, "I ain't spreading nothing but truth. You was singing, and you won't own up."
Where are you singing?
Kiernick says, I don't know what this woolhead's talking about, but he's got his head filled with all these ideas that I have some sort of singing voice.
Well,
That's not something I've ever been inclined to do as an accountant, that my voice is not good.
okay. Well, did you hear any singing?
I gather I did. I thought it was one of the kids, and then I was like, nah, none of my kids can sing that well.
Huh. Very
Did you
strange.
hear where it's coming from?
I've heard singing around town before. Some people are just cheering, but
Keep going.
I didn't think nothing of it. Thought a friend was visiting a friend.
What kind of song was it? Could you make it out?
It was just like just like rising and falling, just all sorts of just long sounds, you know.
Could
No
be
words.
a fairy.
I don't know about no fairy. I mean, some
Definitely a
people just sing.
fairy.
It's one of them dang fairies.
It's
I was
definitely a
curious.
fairy.
You ain't doing your job now, are you?
Oh, well, ouch. Okay.
We trust you.
I'm gonna leave now. That
So,
I'm gonna check out the next house down the line. What was the other guy?
All right. The other fellow was, where's his name? I had it in here. The other guy was Nemo, and one of them is Cypher.
Cypher sounds cool. Let's go to his house.
All right, you head over to Cypher's house. Cypher is a young man. He looks like he has mostly the lineage of something with very soft fur. He shaves designs into it, geometric, and he's dyed his fur black.
Wow. Okay. So
Right, with your nature, you know his spirit animal's a chinchilla.
perfect. Okay. So have you heard of any reported people missing around town?
Why, yes, I did. Can't hear nothing around this town without, hearing about it within 5 minutes of it happening.
Do you have any information on this that you could possibly share with us, or did you know these people closely or hang out with them a lot? What they were doing?
Why, yes, I did. Our old boy Rogue, he is a pretty good old man around here. Does pretty good jobs. Main reason I remember him so well is because he done got me one of the Enquirer steaks that are so popular down in the capital. Don't know how he kept it, good up this way, but he did. Guess that's why we call him the old Rogue.
Okay. Well, thank you for your
Yeah.
help.
Well, find those boys, send them my way. I wouldn't be hurting again to have one of those steaks.
Okay, will do. And okay, we're gonna. Damon, what do you think we should do?
I don't know. I didn't really hear what you said. You were kind of cutting out and
Me or Jordan?
yeah, the character.
Oh, me.
I was talking low, sorry. So, Cypher said that old Rogue was, a right nice guy. He got a mistake once, and that's why he remembers him, and he would like to see him again.
Oh,
And have another steak.
Yeah.
fairy steak.
It's a Zapira. A Zapira is a kind of herd animal they have down in the capital.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I have no idea about these people. Yeah, I don't know.
not sure where to go with it.
Hmm.
All right.
I was thinking that maybe if we knew what the tune was, like
Yeah.
if it was in some language, we'd know, who did it, kind of. But
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. So, you head on to the last person.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Last person goes by the name of Stretch. He looks like he probably follows his name pretty well. You're guessing he gets his name from his long neck. Poor guy.
Okay.
Looks like there's giraffe in him. Only in the neck. That's about it.
Okay. I have one question before we start this dialogue. Does everyone in town know my like true form, or?
That's up to you. You can decide that right now if you want everyone to know your true form or your assumed human form.
I think I'm gonna stick with my assumed human form.
All
For
right.
now.
That's what they.
Okay. So, have you heard of any missing people? Or, I mean, do you have any info on missing people?
All right. Stretch says, "Yeah, I have a couple gauges of what was going on."
You want to
So-
let me know? Oh,
The way I'm hearing it from the people that I've done talk to is that there was somebody out off in the northern side of town singing one night. And that's the night where we got 2 people missing. So I'm wagering the singing is definitely applied to that. But here's the thing. The other people that went missing was no singing accompanying those missing people things. So my best guess is that we got multiple cases going on at the same time.
that's very interesting.
I just heard what I heard.
All right. Well, thank you, Stretch. I will see you later, Stretch.
Well, you have a good old day now, all right?
Yes, very. Okay.
I think. Do you think they might come back to get more people? Maybe we catch them in the act.
Yeah, maybe. Want to camp out with Stretch?
And did we check out the area? Should we check out the area?
Yeah.
Or think it happened? Look around.
Yeah. We probably should do that. You want to use maybe your tracking, and can I do a perception check, basically?
Sure.
Or do I not have that?
You're going to be wanting to roll. Where is your character sheet? So spot, survival, or knowledge nature are your choices to run with.
Okay. I'm probably going to do spot, because that gives me a +3. Yeah, I'll roll for that. I got that's a 13.
Alright. So you start walking around the northern side of the town looking for anything that looks obviously out of place. After about an hour of, making your way around, you're able to notice that there is something odd.
Hey, what?
Amongst a small collection of houses, in between them, you notice that, there's stuff and there's a design done up in the sand, all nice and pretty. But the thing is, as far as you can tell, during this midday, no children live on this block, and you can't wager one of these people around here using that sandbox.
What does the symbol look like?
It's a round symbol that has geometric, lines in it. Looks like it has 3-fold symmetry, and it's got about, looks like it's got a circle with 3 triangles in it, with talking with that accent's cursed me forever.
So kind of a radioactive sign? Is what we're looking at?
Something similar, sure.
Okay. Hey, Gunman, does this mean anything to you?
Does it mean anything to me, Jordan?
Alright. I'm gonna need you to roll knowledge nature.
I just rolled a 1.
Alright, now Gunman knows nothing of it.
Can we, is there an expert on this kind of stuff?
You can certainly, give it a pause and think about it, and yes, there's somebody in town that would probably have a good idea of what symbols mean. Good old Dobbit Turner.
Dobbit.
Dobbit? Huh.
Yeah, let's go consult Dobbit.
That's a cool symbol. Okay. Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Alright. You head off and you get to the guild annex. Dobbit's running the counter like he always does. He's a pudgy little man. Looks like most people make the joke that his spirit animal's a pig. but as far as you can tell, it's actually, something like a hairless cat.
Okay.
Alright, Dobbin's a very unpleasant customer, but upon seeing you guys enter, he's like, well, what do you need?
So
Guys, don't me unless you need something.
Oh, okay. So we found we were looking for signs of the missing people that just went missing, obviously. And we found this symbol. It's like a circle. It's got 3 triangles in it. It's really, really cool looking, I guess. I don't know.
Well, picture or something?
Do I have like a notepad on me or something?
What did you say, Damon?
Oh, how about we draw him what it looks like on a...
Alright. Damon does up a design using his craft skill. Roll a d20.
Oh, man.
To a good drawing.
Wow, just a 2. Dang it, this thing is messed up.
Alright, it's a rough drawing, but he's able to get the general gist of it. Alright, he's saying that's the popular symbol for the, how do I say this? It's often stamped on official stuff from the World Tree. Them damn elves at the Conclave might know what's going on with this. Alright,
Okay.
so the Conclave he's talking about is a small community of about 100 elves who live separately from everyone.
Okay.
They're all on the south. They're all up on the south side, heading out towards the foothills.
All right.
Let's go talk to them, huh?
Yeah. Well, thank you for your help, whatever your name was. Dobbit, yes.
It taught me.
Well, I'm glad you remembered my name after insulting me. Get out
Well,
of here.
okay, goodbye.
All right. So you head on down, and you find yourself heading further into town.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So,
You can see the elf conclave now. The elves are eclectic, strange people. Their conclave is surrounded by lightly painted, dusted, definitely art as far as you're concerned.
okay.
The fence around their place is mostly for show. It's only about 3 feet tall. But it's done up all nice and powdered dyes and all sorts of good things. The conclave is a riot of color, with most of the houses being built right next to one another. So it's built in a series of 3 rings with an entrance staggered at various points.
Okay. I'm going to do
Alright.
another spot check just to see if I can notice anything out of the ordinary about the conclave, like if there were signs of a struggle or something.
Start by using this channel.
Alrighty.
Okay, got a 21.
Alright. So, you're walking through the conclave, keeping an eye out for things. When you notice that there's one person's movements catch you off guard as somebody looks at you and then quickly ducks their head down.
Oh,
It captures your attention.
okay. I'm going to walk up to her.
Alright. She keeps her face down, but she says, what can I do to help you?
I just saw you kind of duck your head. Is anything wrong?
No, I suppose there isn't anything wrong. Just curious and felt like I was being rude. Alright, so Ethan, you're entering into a situation where you and Damon's lack of people skills might be a problem.
I see.
So right now what she's doing is concealing herself behind a bluff check. You're going to have to roll a sense motive check, which is using your wisdom.
Okay, so I'm just going to add my...
Yeah, you're going to add that +1.
Okay, I will go ahead and do that. 12, so 13.
Alright, let me roll her bluff check. Whoa, come on, work with me. Alright. As far as you can tell, she's not giving up anything.
Dang it,
Damon,
okay.
Here's another fun rule we're running into. So, whenever you're having a hard time, getting something done, you can work with another person in order to get it done easier. So, Damon, what you can do right here is either roll your own sense motive check, or you can just roll a d20 and try to roll a 15 or higher, which will give Ethan a +2 to his roll.
Ooh, it's nifty.
It's called Aid Other. As long as you're next to the other person, you can use Aid Other from anything.
Well,
So
do whatever you feel like.
and defense and stuff like that too.
Man, I'm stuck in that vice. Okay, yeah, you can do whatever.
What do I need to get to sensor motive or whatever?
You would have to roll a 14 or higher. So you have a 5% less chance if you help Ethan than if you do it on your own.
Yeah, by all means then, do it on your own.
Alright. Just a 10. Do I need to add something to it?
You're adding +1 from wisdom.
11 then.
No.
Dang.
Either you are able to get the woman to really talk up about anything before she's saying it's improper that you're showing her this much attention. She walks into the tent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
You hear a harumph from inside the tent.
Oh gosh. Well, now I feel bad. All right. So that was a bust. So there's just a bunch of tents around. Then.
The houses, if they could be called that, are mostly, square tents. Almost, lots of them are actually more like trapezoids, so they can fit more seamlessly together
Okay.
in a large circle. To enter into the next circle of tents, there's only one entrance further into the conclave. And they stagger them and sometimes move them to mess with people trying to visit their leadership.
Okay.
But it is quite nice in here. You can see where everyone's allowed to, do their artistic talents.
Okay.
We should look around. Maybe we can find something that resembles the thing in the sand.
Yeah.
All right, give it a go. You can roll a spot check or a survival check.
I don't know what the difference is.
Roll a d20.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well.
Jeez, I just got a 1.
Oh, I got an 8. I both didn't do too good.
Alright.
Or I guess, wait, no, for my spot I get +3, so 8, 11.
All right. Damon, you find this little place just an offense to your senses, so you just generally try not to look at it. All right.
Anything different for me?
You're able to, you glance along the walls and you are able to see some nice patterns and such, but you don't see anything that sticks out to you. It's too apparent. Geometric patterns are common on these walls.
Sweet tents. Okay. Is there any kind of visitor center?
You can talk to anyone. Just try not to be too improper about it, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, we probably won't bother that person again.
So she went in and did she slam the door? Is that what the kerplunk was?
No, the harumph was her mostly just like making that disappointed sound in you.
Oh.
Can I guess, are the tents hard enough to knock on?
Yes, the leathers and various materials are pulled taut enough that might actually make sound.
Oh, neat. Okay. Just wondering for future reference. All right. Let's go in let's knock on the tent next to hers just for kicks.
All right. The person, in the next tent over heard of what you guys were doing, so when he walked up, he peeks his head out of the flaps, his little ears popping through and sitting flat against the canvas around his head. He looks like a mounted trophy.
Okay.
He's like, were you trying to, talk to that gal next door?
Yep.
She's a case. Let me tell you. Teferet is a very interesting girl. if you want to come on in, we can talk about it more. Hopefully, where it's quieter.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
All right, you guys are invited into his tent. All right. Well, my name is Stonizaham.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, my family wasn't much for simple names.
All right.
That's what it means. Mom says it's protector. Dad says something about fire. Doesn't make no sense.
My name is Grande.
Well, that's quite a nice name you got there.
Thank you.
Sounds like a man, and I think that's just fine.
Perfect. Okay.
What's your name? As he looks at Damon.
Gunman. Nice to meet you.
Well, welcome into my home. So, as he drops his voice to, a little whisper. I'm not going to whisper because my mic apparently is bad at picking that up. But he's whispering.
Okay. I'm imagining it.
He says, Tefirit has been having a bit of a, interesting set of things. She's been taken to wearing robes where once before she was wearing nice revealing things, if you get what I'm meaning.
Like a bathrobe, or what kind of robe?
She's wearing long robes.
Oh. Okay.
Cloth. Nice. It used to be pretty nice around here, but now I'm feeling like I'm living next to an old biddy. She's
Okay.
only 116. She ain't got to be dressing like that.
Wait, that's pretty young for elves, right?
Yeah, it's very.
Okay.
All right.
What do you suppose it is? Why is she doing that?
Thing is, she won't look me straight in the face. I'm almost thinking she's got some sort of injury or hurting. I'm thinking that she's in some sort of trouble, but she ain't talking to me. She doesn't want to talk to no old Steensahan. It's how it is. Help your neighbor if your neighbor will let you help.
Yeah. Have any of your other neighbors reached out to her, besides you?
Not really. It's just like next to me, the only other people that really talk to her is what's his name over there, old Ormu.
Ormu. Okay.
Yeah, Ormu's a tweaker. Let me tell you what. Strange man. People
All right.
say as he eats his own paints. Don't know what to do with him.
Okay, that's weird. Huh.
And one of the gals that I used to see her talk with a lot, I ain't seen around in a while. Oikwas? Oikwas? I can't remember how her name was pronounced, but it's started with an oi.
Okay.
How did she know her?
I wagered that, they knew each other from some previous point. I mean, it's not a big community of people. You know everyone around here. Like, there's Elavad over there, and Orelos over there, and Zethvorum over there. They're all just, people.
Okay. Huh. Well, that's kind of weird that you were saying you haven't seen people, because in our town, well, I suppose you're sort of in our town, but around here we've been hearing of a lot of liminals missing as well.
My best bet is Oikwas, or whatever her name is, got herself caught up in the same sort of trouble.
Very strange. Well, thank you for your time. I think, yeah.
One sec.
Oh, okay.
Where were you the other night? And what I mean is the night that the girl was kidnapped, or the people were kidnapped.
All right. He says, as for myself, if you look over across the way there, I did that nice painting right over there. I was looking at the ocean a lot lately, and I was definitely feeling those lines,
A little plein air painting.
Yeah.
All right.
Very, very nice.
Solid alibi.
Yeah. Well, you can look at it. It's pretty nice. I like to think it's nice.
Yes, let's take a look at it.
All right. Storiaham, or however the hell I pronounced his name the first time, opens his tent flap grandly, as if to, just flaunt his artistry in your face. You see, it's pretty abstract at best. It's pretty abstract.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's oh, okay, yeah. That's very nice. Okay.
He's like, damn right. And
Yep.
y'all,
Okay.
if you guys hear anything else, I do worry about those girls.
All right. Yes, we will let you know.
Thank you.
Hand.
All right. Well, you can just call me Hammy. How about that?
That works for me. Thank you, please, for that.
All right. So, anyone else you want to try to talk to around the area? Look around some more?
Damon, anybody?
I don't know. I don't think so.
This is tricky. I'm not sure.
I don't know how to. There's something with that girl, but I don't know. I don't know how to go about looking into it. You know?
You don't know how to help without getting in trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the smallest ones, but
I wonder if she'd mind if we just went and kind of knocked on the tent. And
All right.
Try to say hey again.
okay, well,
All right. She says, I heard you were next door talking to that old man. Well, he's not old, but you know what I mean.
Yep.
You
Sure
get
don't.
My business.
Okay.
What's that?
She's rather mad, and she says, were you getting into my business?
I was trying to. No, I was just. We've had quite a few people missing in our town. We were wondering. We were just kind of on the lookout for information.
I can do it, but they don't open. They don't. It's not.
She says,
They'll go out.
all right. So, I don't know how to best say this, but I do feel like maybe people know what you're doing. I've heard about you. You guys do decent work.
It's
Looks
possible.
Like you both haven't done it yet, so that's usually a good sign for you young races.
Hmm.
I was here before your grandparents were. She invites you into her tent.
Nice. Okay.
She says, I don't want you either of y'all getting any ideas. It's not entirely appropriate for you to all be in here, but here's the situation. She pulls off her hood. You can see that she bears a pretty striking livid red mark around her right eye. It looks like an old bruise that's healing.
Hmm.
Can't be that old, though, because the color stands out stark.
Hmm.
She says, when the kids see my face, I just pass it off as a paint, mixing accident, but we got in
Okay.
some trouble.
Huh.
Likewise, she was taken to going out into the forest for inspiration, trying to draw on that good old,
String wire.
yeah,
Oh yeah, this would
burnt
work.
out aesthetic.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
When we were out there, though, we came across something odd.
Sorry, it was a good idea. I just
Came
thought
across,
like,
not some people
Not
that ain't from around here.
Yeah.
Definitely, I don't know how to say it. It's just like they didn't know what they were doing.
Ooh.
Tried to talk to them. They didn't speak a lick of, liminal. Didn't speak any Elvish either. Couldn't get the concepts across to them.
It's gotta be fairies.
Yeah, you can say that, but those didn't look like no fairies to me.
Oh. Okay.
Too fleshy for one.
What did
You
they
know,
look like?
Huh?
What did they look like?
I think some of them were, the boys from up north, your Sinbound.
Ooh. Hmm.
Not bad people, but certainly don't got their heads on right if they can't even talk the language of the area. You know?
Yeah. Interesting.
Did they do this to your eye?
What's her?
Did they do this to your eye?
Yeah, we were trying to help convey to them where town was, and they didn't take kindly to being touched. One of them lashed out at me, and the other one laid her, Orquist straight out. I won't say it's my proudest moment, but I ran.
It gets much easier.
Orquist is not a weak woman. I didn't expect her, I haven't seen her since.
No,
What do you think they were up to? Did you tell?
I couldn't gather an idea at all. They didn't speak the language. The body language suggested they were, just as confused as I was. People don't act like that, not civilized people.
Do you have your friend that they haven't seen, do you have any things of hers that we might use to find her?
Most I could think is we could go check her tent, but last I heard, all she was doing in there was just painting her ideas.
Alright.
Alright, I'll lead you there. Just let me pull up my hood.
Okay.
Pulls her cloak back on proper.
If it rolls, it'll
Brings you guys out of the tent and leads you further into the depths of the conclave.
Alright.
After a couple minutes of walking, you make it, find the right tent. Inside the tent, you're shown scenes that look not too dissimilar from your own view from your house. There's a vista of burnt-out trees standing tall with a sun much brighter and starker than the one you guys see in the sky above you. The trees stand as, but pale shadows in silhouette. It's not a calming image. It's not very happy. The impressions you get from it are not fun. You look to the opposite wall and you can see that she continues the sunlit theme. You can see burnt umbers and reds used to convey trees still burning, this time in the stark light of the sun. Leading off to the scene of the clavicle, as far as can be seen. She doesn't have a good impression of the area. I don't wager that this painting is one that could be done in good health. What she woke up to every day as she trails her hands on the paint. These aren't normal umbers.
Yeah.
She was using blood.
So, but she's not at her tent right now, though. She's just...
She's not in her tent, and she was not using proper paint.
Okay.
Was something the matter with her that you could tell?
No, as far as I could tell, well, other than this new painting, I haven't really seen any changes to behavior. She acts like herself.
She did this right before she was kidnapped?
As far as I can consider, yeah. This is about the same as ever.
Do you know where she is right now? So maybe we could talk to her.
She done got herself beaten by those Sinbound, and I haven't seen her since.
I see.
Does she sing well?
Ooh, yeah, good idea.
She doesn't have a bad voice, but I wouldn't say it's mighty fine. Not one going around singing.
Have you ever seen her draw anything that looks like this? And then I show her the drawing of the symbol that I found.
Like, that one's looking awful familiar. Let's go talk to the matron real quick. Brings you into the final circle of the conclave. This is where the leaders' tents are all built facing inwards towards one giant, campfire site.
Okay.
Getting fuel in here must be a pain in the keister. Alright. So, she brings you to the tent of the matriarch. The matriarch is an old woman. She says her name translates out to host.
Okay.
She's like, alright, what brings you outsiders into our fine establishment?
We've had an incident in our town of the kidnapping, and we have a lead. We think that it might have something to do with the symbol that we found at the crime scene, and we're told that you may know what it means.
I think it means fairies.
You aren't wrong, as she looks at an example of the symbol. She says, this is a common symbol for the fairies who are dissatisfied. You see, the 6 courts don't all get along perfectly. They're not so copacetic. We got the 3 courts, which are considered most fairly by other races: the Seelie, the Summer, and the day. Now, you didn't hear it from me, but those day court, they're not good people. Summer Fae don't do much for me either. None of the fairies are kind, is what one would say. But, amongst them, those three are probably the nicest. The hedonists, the wild animals, the pranksters, those are our kindest fairies.
The summer?
Yes. The summer, the sealy, and the day.
Oh,
Now, on the other side, you got the three courts that are considered unkindly by folks, and this is the symbol used by the popular rebellious figures. Alright, here's some exposition. I'm going to lay it on you. So, there's the 6 courts of the fairies. You got your unseelie, night, and winter court. They're all considered very unruly and unhappy. Winter court is the most warlike of all the fae, and most capable of putting out, combat.
okay.
You got your night, which are basically, think of every single boogeyman story in most horror movies, and you got pretty close to what the night court's like. And then you got the unseelie, which are just unpleasant souls who wander around possessing bodies and wrecking everything. Now these three, their queens have been cursed by the main fairy queen. Their 3 queens have been cursed to pretty horrific forms. Like the Night Queen, she used to be a beautiful fairy. Stereotypical as could be. But now she looks like a long Chinese dragon with 3 faces along the length of the body. All gnarled and different facial expressions of pain.
Okay.
So the 3 cursed queens don't much care for the situation, but can't actively declare rebellion against the main fairy queen. So they have little divergent groups that use that symbol.
So that's just the symbol for rebellion, basically.
Pretty much.
Huh. Okay. I'm surprised I got that right. Alright.
So you're telling me that each of these 3 queens have been cursed, and there's a rebellion group against them or something?
The 3 queens that are cursed are trying to rebel against the other 3 courts because they're unfair treatment.
So wait, are we just talking to you, Jordan, or are we still talking to the host?
We're talking to me.
Okay. Thank you for...
Stuff your characters would have passing knowledge of because of Damon's inclinations.
Oh, okay. Cool. Alright.
This old gal's just giving you specifics on a symbol you haven't seen before. But these are things your characters would probably know.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. So, main queen of the fairies, the queen of the elves. She's the queen of a lot of things. Elves, halflings, gnomes, the world tree, colors, friendship, magic. And, I'm not even joking. That's
Right.
Ava Titania. She's one of the biggest deities in the setting, extracting worship from millions to, keep her rule over the 6 fairy courts.
Okay.
Her cities and towns are always safely nestled behind the veils of color that, protect them. So that's why these elves here continue the, propagation of bright colors that would totally not help with hiding.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're all 3 of these corrupted queens are rebelling against her?
They're not allowed to actively rebel because she'll just wreck their crap. This is them basically giving the go-ahead to their followers. So they can say, it wasn't me, he did it on his own.
Okay.
Interesting. So do we know of any fairies that live nearby?
Yes, sir. There's a couple that live in general, I'm not going to eat you status nearby.
Cool. So there's some of the good ones then.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Oh.
there are some that are nearby.
Okay.
3 that you deal with the most because they cause a lot of issues, but they don't cause death, so you haven't sought to kill them yet.
Okay.
There's a little guy who likes to call himself Thunder. His personality fits. He's a lot more bluster than actual show.
Okay.
Next one is Host. Host is a rather special case in where an elf willingly gave up his body to the possessing spirit. He
Okay.
wanders around outside the town, generally freaking children out.
All right. Well,
And then there's Misery. Misery is just a sad little gal who lives on the northern end of the bay in a little cave. She's bound to the cave, and the cave is pretty small, so she's never happy.
okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking we probably should go visit them then, Damon. That or Sinbound, we should probably talk to them at some point.
Yeah.
What do you
Alright,
think?
So what are you feeling?
What was the second one you said?
That would be Host. I mean Grim. I mean Host, yes, Host.
Wait, I thought the queen was called the host.
I'm having an old brain fart. It's Grim. Grim
Grim.
is the old man who wanders around creeping people out.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Damon, you think we should go to the ferries or?
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, is Grim on Sealy? Is he an on Sealy ferry?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think we should check him out.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know if we can like go talk to him or if
Pro-
we should like.
Yeah. Or
All
something
right.
to that extent. We'll say goodbye to the host, though. Cool. Yeah.
What do you think's going on? What's your idea? What's your
My theory is maybe the Sinbound are working with some of the fairies to try and rise up against the queen, or maybe the fairies recruited the Sinbound just because they don't have enough power on their own. Maybe.
okay?
But I
And
mean,
what do you think? What do you think about this woman who was abducted?
yeah, I don't know. Well, it's definitely the Sinbound. It was the one thing. The woman who did the painting.
But she was acting weird before she got caught, too.
Oh, before she'd gotten caught as well. Huh.
Thus the nightmarish painting in her head.
Yeah, so it had to be of the forest I grew up in, where it got burned. That must have been what she was painting.
Yes, sir.
So it has something to do with that. So maybe the Kogera, which were like the flame creatures. I don't know.
People, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe something to do with them.
Very possible.
Do you think she was possessed then, and then she made that painting, and then?
Maybe.
But then I don't understand why she would have like gotten kidnapped by those weird people. That
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe
Yeah.
she just went with them. Maybe she wasn't kidnapped. Maybe she just went with them.
Yeah, maybe she was possessed by one of the fairies, and she's of some importance to the Sinbound. So the fairies possessed her, and then sent her directly to the Sinbound, basically.
What importance?
Possible.
I don't know. I just had. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah,
Maybe it's just a recruit.
maybe. Yeah.
Draconian.
Yeah. But that's pretty much all I got. I don't know.
Well, we can give it a go. See what way to take.
Hmm?
You can try.
Oh, to propose this theory to the host?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
So Damon, what were you thinking then?
Ah man, I don't know. I'm just trying to piece it together. I suppose we could investigate the host, but I don't know if he's gonna tell us.
I'll propose my theory of the Sinbound and the fairies working together to the host. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So she says that's entirely possible. It's rare that the fairies don't have their hand in everything. My best assumption is that, there's some dissension amongst the people here. Because the Summer Court is not going to abide an unseelie uprising.
Interesting. Have you heard of any Kogera in the area at all? Or have you heard of them?
Yeah, they mostly keep to their own because we don't want them around these parts.
So you haven't seen any?
Nah. Vidinir's pretty good about keeping them on the other side of the valley.
Okay. Well, that's good then.
Yeah, we owe him a lot, even though he's kind of a dick.
Huh.
Alright.
Do you have anything left to say, Gunman? That's about it for me.
I don't know what to say.
All right. Well, thank you for your help. We will most likely report back to you.
Alright. Host says I would love to have a word back if you. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
If you come across any more oddities, I'm willing, give you some aid.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Alright. So the gal who led you here says, I'm gonna go and be in my tent. I don't really want people to see me like this.
Okay. Later.
Yeah, she heads off. Alright guys, you're at a juncture. So you guys want to go talk to Grim or what?
I probably should go. It's getting a little late for me.
Alright. Well,
But,
that's where we're ending for tonight. You guys have gathered some information on some weirdness going on, and
Yeah.
it's been a weird one.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun though. And Brandon will probably be able to join next time. It was just something he had to do.
Yeah, just remind him that this is a role-play campaign mostly, so combat's not too central of a focus.
Okay.
We're mostly trying to puzzle out mysteries and Scooby-Doo whodunits.
Cool. And is my character voice like too terrible, or what are you thinking?
I feel like your character voice is close enough to yours that you're not going to trip up too often. You're not
Okay.
pushing yourself too far, and there's nothing wrong with that because I use the same voice for everything, basically.
Okay. And you thinking it fits Grande then?
Well, yeah. Fallen Stars always take after the people who, brought them up.
Okay.
So you're probably talking how the Liminal who raised you talk.
It was an elf.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Well, okay. I probably should take that into consideration, but yeah. All right.
I haven't thought of a voice for my guy yet.
Yeah.
I'd like to do like an Irish accent, but I don't think I'm that.
Man.
It could certainly be a lot of fun. I see no problem with it myself.
Yeah. You should totally do an Irish accent.
I'll come up with some like this week or something.
All right. Cool.
Just give it some thought. All right. Well, good game, and we'll do it again next week.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
All right.
See you guys.
Thanks, George. Later, dude.
Peace out, nerds.
Bye.